My name is Grace, and I am the eldest of the living children of Canon Eric and Faith Bugari. Kenneth Barije was 2 years older than me, so we literally grew up together. He was warm, kind, and deeply intelligent. To me, the cleverest person I ever knew. He was my mentor, my hero, and I believed in him. I will always remember the way he would sit with his guitar, his fingers moving with ease, his voice carrying the songs. He used to teach me the songs he cherished most. I would sing and he plays the guitar. Songs were mostly those of Simon and Garfunkel, The Boxer, Sound of Silence, etc. That music became part of the soundtrack of our lives together, and his love for that band and that gentle, thoughtful genius stayed with him all his life. I thought he was magical because he could sing and play at the same time, something that filled me with wonder. His wisdom shaped the course of my life. When I was preparing to go to secondary school, I was set on joining King's College Budo. But a new school, Trinity College Nabingo, was beginning. Kenneth knew about it, and with his quiet conviction, persuaded me to go there instead. He told me about the nuns, the holiness, that it was only for girls, and the nuns were coming from Ireland, and that was all true. He even explained it all carefully to my father, who also supported him. I was later accepted both at Budo and Nabingo, but it was Kenneth's guidance that led me to Nabingo. That choice shaped my journey, gifting me with friendships and bonds that have lasted a lifetime. Now here I want to tell you a short story. When we were growing up, we used to sit around the table before dinner, waiting for dinner to be ready. And during this time, my father would tell us stories, Bible stories, about how the creation of the world, how Jesus was crucified and died for us, and all the wonders of the stories of the Bibles. Everything I know in the Bible, I learned from my father. And then sometimes my mother would anaomukyala akabatuganira. Omugane gumugu ogwi atuganire kwagulye omushaija akashwera omukazi bazaara omwana yaba omwishiki murungi, omwana bamweta Nyamahungi. Hati abokwa akari murungi munonga, abantu bingi bakabiija kumushwera. Konka ishe yagira ati ori kuza kushwera Nyamahungi neija kubanza yeyiha akafunjo omu nyanja yakareta. Okukura akafunjo omu nyanja was almost impossible. First of all, akafunjo kumera omu nyanja, and secondly, okukihayo. So now, when I grew up, I got married, and I was expecting my first child, Nancha. Then he came and said, Grace, nuza kuzaara omwana. Wanashiwa omwana nuja kumbasa. I was a very tiny girl in my 20s. I said, ninja kumbasa, kandi kabuna jirenda ninja kumuzaara. Anyway, time came, nazaara. Kuna azaire, yija kundeba omu irwaro yagira ati Grace wazaara, ati mazima wazaara. He was so surprised. Nanja tumwene Grace, ati ogwo omwana wawe ati ninka akafunjo k'omu nyanja, ati nijuka omugane gw'omukyara, ati nekyeshongore ninkijuka, ati kankimweshongorere, ati kandi omwana wawe ogu ati nyowe namweta akafunjo, ati konka kankweshongorere ekyeshongore ekyo kyakafunjo. I don't know how to sing very much, but let me try. Oriha kafunjo komunyanja nuwarishwera nyamahunje komunjeyo kankeihe nkatwarire munywani wa tata nije nshwere nyamahunje komunjeyo orishwera nyamahunje arigamba ati nyowe nshwere omuchwezi komunjeyo kankeihe nkatwarire munywani wa tata nije nshwere nyamahunje komunjeyo kankeihe nkatwarire munywani wa tata nije nshwere nyamahunje komunjeyo. So twagumiza mu mwana yakura yaguma namwita Kafunjo tukaba twena tugaruka yaharanji twani tutaha Makerere arukora mu Bank of Uganda. So he used to come for lunch every day. Every day he came, he used to sing this song to Nancha. Nancha started knowing him and opening her eyes very wide. She was like 3 to 6 months. So that is one of the memories that has always lingered in my mind. Kenneth's brilliance was always evident. He was one of the first students to be selected by Bishop Chivenjere to go and study in the United States, where he studied immigration law. When I visited the United States in the early 80s, he proudly took me to a store in his neighborhood owned by Louise from a TV show, The Jefferson. Some of you might remember that. I was thrilled to meet a TV character my children and I watched, and Kenneth's joy in seeing my delight was so evident. He also took me to a big parking place in front of a very tall building where Mary Covington, his girlfriend, had parked his car with the registration number Barige. That was in Los Angeles, California, with his name on a car as a registration number. With a smile and the easy humor that was so uniquely his, he turned to me and said, "My name is everywhere." That simple moment, filled with laughter, showed the light-hearted spirit that carried him through life. Later came what I call the lost years, when we were apart. Yet, when the time came, we found each other again, reunited at my children's house in Los Angeles, California. That reunion was overflowing with warmth and love. It felt as though no time had passed at all. When he saw Nancha, he said, Kafunj, okakura. These are a handful of the memories I hold close of my brother Kenneth. His music, his wisdom, his laughter, and above all, his love. He was my brother, my hero, and a guiding light in my life. His song still lingers in my heart, and it always will. My beloved brother, rest in peace until we meet again.